It's Memphis. We're on Beale Street. It is September 1st. Gene Wilder just died the other day. And as I walked around Schwab's, I couldn't help but think, for some reason, of Gene Wilder. I have found the Willy Wonka factory. Check this guy out. He's about, he's 20 feet tall, if an inch, here at the Pez. Check this out. And not only is he tall and imposing, he works. Is that the cutest thing you have ever seen in your life? Look at that. What a guy. And what a place. They have any Necco wafers here. They've been having trouble lately in New England. The old school New England confectionery company. Oh, they got Smarties. I wonder if they got the hearts. Valentine hearts that the Necco used to make. I don't see Mellow Cup. They just got bought by a company. Going back to Pennsylvania from what I'm hearing. Thank you. It's the bulk candy store here at the Ohio State Fair. It's funny because since I've been homeless, Trident has taken on yet another meaning for me as a homeless man. And certainly this Shoe Tunes has just underscored my feelings about food since I've been homeless, and how Trident gum many times was the only fresh food that I could get, given the way I was treated often, and the crap that I was served around the country by women, children, boys and girls of all ages at whatever, restaurant, fast food establishment, or what have you, around the country. El Paso, homeless survival skills, number 14. We are here in the little picnic area here in behind Burger King on Paisano Street and El Paso Street in El Paso. And it is the day of love, and it is Valentine's Day here in El Paso. About a mile down the street there, you got the bridge that leads to Mexico, Juarez, I believe. Love is in the air in El Paso. And that's good to hear because it's not in my stomach. Last 2 days or so I've been down with a bug, and it's one of the things that, you know, if you don't make your own food, and when you're having people make your food that you don't know, then you can be fallen by it. So on this Valentine's Day in El Paso, I'm staying very close to the restroom, and I'm doing homeless survival skills. Now, what I have here... Evening, it is William here. I'm back at the pub and restaurant, the Tilted Kilt. I'm channeling home, and I'm channeling childhood, and I'm channeling mother, actually. Thanks to family donations, I have a jar of French onion dip here. And with it, I have a bag of wavy Lays. So I'm kind of treating my old white faggot ass here to some comfort food as I enjoy yet another lovely 40-degree day here in springtime in Connecticut. It's a Weatherfield Diner. 6 a.m. The working men are in to chow down on breakfast here. August 3, the checks are in. Here at Wethersfield. Morning, boys. It's a Veterans Day weekend here at 5 in the morning. Here at a Denny's on off of Silas Dean along the commercial district here in Wethersfield. Having my meal here. This is my breakfast at Denny's. Now this may look like nothing to you, or like, you know, like yesterday's breakfast to you, but Actually, it's interesting. It's kind of metaphoric. I mean, it's symbolic. Um, I was at a homeless shelter in Phoenix, Arizona, and one day I was having lunch, and it's my prim and proper way of having lunch. And this beautiful, beautiful young Latin man came up next to me with his tray and his plate and his food. And when I got done staring at him, I noticed what he was doing to the food on his plate. I looked down and I noticed on his plate that he was like taking all these food choices and categories and he was like blending them all into one indiscernible mass, is the only way I could describe the way this beautiful young Latin man was preparing his lunch as he sat across from me. It is springtime in Cleveland. We are at the Warrensville Shaker RTA train station here. That's also a park and ride, okay? And we are enjoying a lovely spring picnic here. We got a raid on the dollar store, and we got our sausages and chips and sandwich bread and cheese and the old city scene rising for reading material here on this spring day at the end of March here in Shaker. I was over at the Shaker branch just about 20 minutes ago and was kindly told not to eat in the library. So I moved out of the library without any police being called, and I proceeded here to have my lunch. Okay. A flood in 2010 here in Tennessee added a bit too much water to the food court, and so the mall was closed for 2 years. But reopened in 2012, and it has been entertaining neighbors, tourists, and the like ever since. It is the food court here, early morning. At the Aubrey Mills Mall. All right, we are at the Kroger here off Poplar in Memphis, and it's been actually 3 years, a little over 3 years since I have been here, and how many states, how many cities, how many towns, how many Krogers, how many different brands of supermarkets have I gone through over the 3 years where I have, been upset and dismayed and disappointed by the supermarkets in these towns, because the delis, you can buy a hot, full, chicken at lunchtime, but, where do you eat it? They'll be glad to sell you, a nice, full, hot chicken, but where do you eat it? I mean, do you eat it in your car? Do you take it back to the office? Do you take it back to your home? I mean, it's like, and doesn't it get cold in transport? It's so because it seems to me like in supermarkets, the deli was a staple, from coast to coast, from Phoenix to, Pittsburgh. You go to a Kroger, you go to a Giant Eagle, you got a deli with a place to eat the food that you're going to buy at lunchtime. So, after 3 years of experiencing such trauma at the supermarkets around the country, fine. I must say, I am. All right. We've just been asked to leave by Kroger's. Here. Off of Poplar. But I was just gonna, I was gonna compliment them because here at Kroger's off of Poplar, they have actually a deli, full deli with lunch, and they have a place for you to sit and eat. That hot food you might buy during a lunch, I don't know if you can see in there, I don't know. But we got all covered up here. Looks like a window or two has been bashed out here in the door where the security guard sits. I'm not sure why that is. It is the cup. The Dunkin' Cup. I remember the last time I was here in 16, I believe it was. I was amazed at all the gay imagery that was just everywhere around town. I mean, every place just, it just exuded gay imagery everywhere. Downtown, around town. It was quite remarkable. Good morning, America. It's July 17th here in Whitehall, right outside of Bexley, which is right outside of Columbus here in Ohio. Been taken by this McDonald's this morning. I like this flag. I thought it was very, very symbolic today. It's July 17, 19 morning. Look at that flag there flying over the McDonald's here. All tattered and torn, kind of beaten and bruised along the road here. A main street that runs through Columbus and Bexley and Whitehall and America to the McDonald's, the golden arches. Gotta love it. Hey, kids are all right, Ma. Don't worry. Low rain maybe today. Something new. It's humid here. I'm talking about sweet salvation on my mind. This is Perkins Restaurant. Part of a shopping complex here. Just outside of Memphis. And I have nothing but fantastic memories of this place. This shelter, if you will, here. And it is another morning in America here in Withersfield, Connecticut. Today on our breakfast menu we have scrambled eggs, What scrambled eggs, you say? Scrambled eggs is when I try to patch together a night and or day and or night and day so I can get some sleep, some repose, some rest without being forced out or kicked out of a bus shelter, a shed behind a restaurant, or a laundromat. It is 12 o'clock here, a.m. at a Connecticut laundromat here. I've already been kicked out earlier tonight, and I'm daring. I'm taking the chance that whoever was the owner who kicked me out will not return at midnight to do. All right, we move to further action down the road here in Hartford on this September 30th morn. We are outside the Subway and a Green Market place here on Asylum, and we are headed to the Dunkin' Donuts down yonder that is supposed to open at 6 a.m. Right? I don't know. Focus camera. You know, is this Alexa focus? Okay. She's not going to. Anyways, so we have just come from the Dunkin' Donuts at the train station, at the bus and a rail station down yonder off of Asylum. And after waiting for a while, we got our coffee, our extra large Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and it's no longer Dunkin' Donuts from what I'm hearing. It's Dunkin' Donuts is going to be rebranded as Dunkin' now. So, you know, we have someone to, we got a name to the face kind of thing. So we got our coffee at the Dunkin' Donuts, but they didn't have any of the donuts out at the Dunkin' Donuts. But some young man was able to give me a extra large coffee if I paid him. So we are now headed with our drink from Dunkin' Donuts, or Dunkin', to this Dunkin' Donuts further up the road. That's old Eric Clapton once sang. To hopefully get edibles, okay, to complement our drink, okay. Looks like they got edibles out there. Ho, ho, ho. I thought the lack of electricity was going to be the final cliff to go over here in the good old US of A. If you can't rely on the power company to put power into a socket in the library, then there is no God. But this December morning, I have gone over yet one more cliff. And this, I believe, now puts me on the grounds of hell. There is no Google Wi-Fi. Inside. Starbucks. Oh, it is January 30th here in downtown Cleveland. Today's high is 1 degree. And the temperatures are expected to fall from that. Oh my. But there's a reason to look up here in downtown Cleveland on this January 30th day, because I am at the Dunkin'. And look at this. No, not the guys. Yeah, that's like, no, that might as well be a shelter. Look here in downtown Cleveland. There's furniture. Furniture. You got tables. You got stools over there. You care for comfort? Look at this. They got cushions here on the Dunkin' Donut seat there. You could sit around. And may I add, they have a restroom. Yes, a restroom. Ah.